I want to put some actual bite marks in the font here, there, in a few places on this font. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to have to zoom in on that. And to make bite marks, there's various ways of making it, but I'm going to use the ellipse tool, create an ellipse about that size. I'll change the color so we can see it. I think that's okay. Duplicate that. That's Alt and then drag with the mouse about there, and again Alt and drag with the mouse. I think that would be okay. Then select all. Go to your Pathfinder. If you can't find it here, go to Windows and Pathfinder. Window, Pathfinder there. And just made it into one shape. So now we've got one shape. Now I'm going to use this, but before I use that, let me copy it because I'm going to need it again. I want to use it to make a bite mark in there. And copy that over there. It's a bit too big. Bring it down a bit. About like that. Yes, yeah, that looks all right. So just select the B and the little bite mark, and then click the minus front, and then you've got a little bite mark out of the B. Yeah, that's okay. Select this one again, make this one a bit smaller, change the direction a bit, put it about there, and do the same thing. Just select both and then minus the front. So that kind of looks like a bite. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks okay. It's still legible, and yeah, that's good. Now I'm going to do some more bite marks. So I'm going to do this procedure for sparingly on this bite size 3D toots. Yeah, I'm going to change this a bit, slightly, make it a bit bigger, more bite marks, maybe like that. Bring this down a bit, and go to the shapes, make that into one shape. Have a look at it. Yeah, that's good. Rotate it slightly, and now use this on the eye about there. I think that's a bit too much. Use the arrow key to move it out a bit. Select both the eye and this bite mark, but before I do that again, I want to have a copy of that just in case I need it again, and minus the front. Does that look okay? Yeah, that looks fine. And use this one, make this one smaller, like that. Maybe put it on the E, do the same thing. That looks okay, that's fine. And maybe do another one on the where should we do another one, or should we just leave it like that? I think that looks okay. Yeah, that's fine. Leave it like that. But now what I want to do, this looks a bit too formal for me, so I'm just going to randomize the text a bit, just by rotating it slightly, just ever so slightly. Each text just gets like that. That looks good. Continue that through the text. Usually do it the opposite way with each text. Kind of looks better that way. Just slightly, it's not too much. And I'm going to increase the 3 on this, make that 3 a bit bigger, so they know that we're dealing with 3D. And then arrow the D a bit, make it. No, I'll leave the 3 like the D like that, and then I'll just change the toots. Continue with the T like that. and a U, T, and the S, just slightly. Right, now when you look at it, is a bit more, it just looks better, much better than this one. Look, so you can see the before and the after. Right, that's cool. Remove this from here. Now the ADG media, I want this to be smaller, so I'll make that a bit smaller. It's at 100 at the moment. Let's make it maybe 50 or 48. Too small. Increase it a bit. What's going on? Yeah, that's it. Increase it to about maybe there. And this ADG, let's just change the font to, that looks okay, but it looks a bit too formal. But for the actual bite-sized bit, I mean, it looks okay. We can leave it like that, or we can just try another font. Let's have another look anyway. Sometimes when you see something and it looks okay, you just leave it, because there's an infinite amount of things you can do. Let's have a look. Is there any other fonts here? What, Hanson looks okay, but kind of like that other font. Okay, but the only problem with this, when it comes to the 3D, it's not going to be as, you know, as strong. It's not going to come out as great. So I might just use Hanson, yeah, Hanson's okay, but I want to just change it a bit. So I'm going to create outlines. You can right click it, or like I've done before, is Control-Shift-0. Now I think you have to ungroup that too. The ADG is okay, but you can select both, go up to align, make sure align to is set to canvas or artboard, and then click the alignment, and then click this one here, the vertical alignment. Oh, sorry, click, and then you got, if you want to do the vertical, group them both and then click vertical like that, and that should be okay for us to import into Max. Right, that's fine. So what we'll do now is just save that, save as 3D Max, what is it, ADG media, and click save. And what you do now is you will save it as Illustrator 8. It's the best format to import. So we've got that now. Please come to the next tutorial to see what we do when we import it to Max. And rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. I'll see you on the next video.